Hello, Cube fam. This is Kristen Nicole Martin, and we are in Florida for Qlik Connect 2025. I've got a VIP here, the CTO Qlik, Mike Potter, is going to tell us about the vibe here and some of the big news from this morning's keynotes and what's on the horizon.
Well, I think the vibe's been quite exciting. The reaction to all the new stuff we talked about today was really positive, and really great to get us excited about what we've done. Two big initiatives. Really, one around continuing to drive our AI strategy through Qlik Answers, and second is basically the open data lakehouse with Iceberg support. And so both of those things are just continued demonstrations of our ability to advance the roadmap and bring continuous value to our customers.
And speaking of the customers, I mean, they are really great. It's a great crowd. The show floor is packed. The energy is tangible. What are some of the great stories that you're hearing on the show floor today, in the hallway?
Well, it's funny. It's what I love about this conference is that I can barely walk down the hallway without someone pulling me aside and telling me how excited they are about what we've done for them in the past and how they've turned it into reality, and how it's actually helped them and their users. But more importantly, it's really about them giving feedback on what they saw today. And so it's a great way to every year sync up and have those real conversations and get real feedback in real time.
Absolutely. And so growing from the feedback and building out the platform, I know that you just referenced that and some of the news from this morning. It's really also about guiding the customers and leveraging the breadth and flexibility of that platform. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, so one of our greatest assets really is what we built in the platform, ranging from our cloud-native architecture that's capable of scaling and supporting customers across a variety of enterprise-class workloads, to really driving the flexibility and being able to simplify the world for the customer. So, for example, when you look at Qlik Answers, you don't have to spend a lot of time worrying about what the back end is of that. You can let us help you do that through our platform and our AI platform support. The other thing we do is we take a lot of the route tasks out of the equation. So really what you're focusing on is driving the customer value rather than getting bogged down in a lot of programming and a lot of low-level stuff.
And we've seen some great demos of just that, how the interfaces are really designed to make it user-friendly and engaging. And certainly that flexibility in the platform is helping to address some of the things that the entire industry is dealing with right now, right? Trying to grow the adoption of things like AI in the enterprise. How are you really hoping to continue to drive that forward?
Well, I think one of the biggest challenges, because things are moving so fast, particularly around Gen AI and where AI is going, is that if you blink, technologies change underneath. And so a lot of companies are finding their time chasing the advancements, whereas what we wanted to be able to do is really focus on the use cases that solve problems for customers, make the right technology choices for that, and then implement them so that they work and they scale and they meet the need. And at the same time, keeping an eye on what the trends are so that we're ready for the next leap. It's a very busy and complicated thing to keep on top of.
I can imagine. And getting to be here with all the customers and the great community here, are there any trends that you're noticing at the show today?
Any trends? Well, that's a great question. I think just a level of buzz around what's possible, both with our data integration capabilities as well as being able to create AI-ready data. Bringing those two worlds together, I think, is a conversation that people can have now. I think in a lot of times with a lot of approaches that other vendors take, you have to pick one or the other.
And before I let you go, I would love to hear anything that you can hint at for what we can expect. What cool things can we expect into 2025 and on a next year?
I think it's just watch this space when it comes to the integration of structured and unstructured data. Watch this space in terms of being able to integrate answers into workflows, into bringing it ubiquitously to end users. I think the biggest advancement that we're making is that we're not making AI a problem for specialists. We're making it something that just enables everybody. And I think, for us, that's the exciting place to go. And by leveraging our analytic capabilities and our Qlik engine, I think we have a real opportunity to distinguish ourselves because we have this foundation that is so strong. And then being able to embrace these new use cases, I think will just set us up for the future.
Well, thank you, Mike, so much for your time today and for sharing all the good energy that's happening here. And to all the viewers out there, make sure you check it out all on demand at thekeep.net.